and a worker fell off a ladder.
The county passed its $9.2 billion budget, but it's still waiting to see how much of it is basically the money, how much money they're going to get from the state to address issues like addiction and crime. And all of that is against a backdrop of federal funding cuts. NBC7's political reporter Joey Safchik tells us how the county is compensating for those lost dollars.
The county passed its budget, which sounds great, but those dollars don't exist in a silo. The county relies on state dollars to trickle down and support vital services. And there are still lingering questions about how much San Diego will get from Sacramento. At the Food Bank of San Diego, there's been an urgent push to prepare as people lose access to CalFresh benefits, a result of federal funding cuts.
CalFresh is the most effective hunger relief tool in the nation. Food banks are also really effective, but CalFresh remains the most effective tool.
As less money is flowing from the federal government, the state is trying to supplement some of those dollars by investing an historic $108 million in CalFood. Then the county is where the rubber meets the road. They coordinate with organizations like the Food Bank to turn those dollars into food on the table.
I think we've seen just a robust response, particularly at the state and county level, when it comes to food assistance.
And it's not just food. The county is responsible for putting all sorts of federal and state programs into action. Some half of its $9.2 billion budget is intergovernmental funding. But there are still some big questions about how state money is trickling down. This state budget does not dedicate dollars to counties to provide health care for people who lose Medi-Cal coverage. The budget does allocate $20 million statewide for behavioral health needs related to voter-approved Prop 36. The DA has been urging the state to send more money, but it's not yet clear how much San Diego stands to receive.
What we have seen is that the state has not provided the county enough funding to fully implement Proposition 36 and provide the treatment that is so desperately needed.
The budget does fund the Mobile Crisis Response Team for one more year. That's a non-law enforcement team that responds to behavioral health crises and face the threat of cuts.
The county has been doing the best that it possibly can with what we have here locally. So any resources will be greatly welcomed, but it's not anticipated that it will be sufficient.
And a county spokesperson says there is additional one-time funding set aside to help meet any needs that may arise because of federal funding cuts. Reporting at the county admin building, Joey Safchik, NBC7.
The budget also sends tens of millions to counties to speed up vote counting and midterms this November, but it's not clear how much money San Diego will get for the upcoming election.